What's going on, everybody? This is David here, once again here at Roller Warehouse, and today we're going to compare and contrast some Razor Genesys skates with some Razor Colt skates. We get asked about this a lot. They're two really popular skates, and they're pretty different. So I'm just going to do a little video to show you guys what the differences are, kind of the pros and cons, and just what skate might be better for you, just depending on what you like. We also have a sizing video about Razor skates too, so you should check that out if you want to know how each one of these fit specifically, but otherwise we're just going to talk about just how they are and how they're constructed. Also, we're not going to talk too much about the frames because you can change that, so it's not really a intricate part of the skate because you can just switch it out. But these do come with Featherlight 2 frames, and these have the Razor frames on. So anyway, we'll talk about the 7.2 first. The 7.2 tends to be a wider model boot. It's really good for people with wide feet, so if you have kind of a bigger style foot and are kind of worried about it not fitting, these are probably a really good choice for you because it's got kind of a more wider, bulky kind of fit to it. So if you look at it, you can see the Colt skate's pretty slim looking. Doesn't really have too much up here, it's pretty just, streamlined. This is kind of more of a thicker kind of, just got a bigger look to it, it feels bigger too when you're wearing it. So keep that in mind. They both actually use the same style cuff. They have the Razor low cuffs on it and the same kind of buckle. So you're going to get a little bit different of a support with it, but not really. It's going to have that same kind of ankle feel to it, ankle support. This is actually a little bit smaller of a size, so that's why this is a little bit smaller. But other than that, yeah, the cuffs are going to have the same kind of support, same flex, same everything like that. So you get kind of a different feel in your foot, but same kind of, Razors have that same kind of support, same kind of flex to it. Other than that, the sole plates are different, and the back slide plates are different as well. If you look at this sole plate here, as you can see, it's got kind of more of a bumpy design to it. It kind of comes in and out, in and out. This is more of just kind of rounded, it doesn't really have that bump to it. And they're also just a little bit smaller. Also, the Colt sole plates are just a little bit slimmer, a little bit smaller. The Razor ones have a bigger sole plate on both negative and normal sole, I guess positive side. So if you're a guy who likes big soles, you like locking on really easily. They're really good for topside tricks too. So if you like big soles, Genesys skates have the big ones. Some people like smaller soles. Honestly, I've skated skates that have the smaller sole plates, and I kind of like it a little bit more because you feel like you're locking better, or locking more onto your foot instead of onto an extension of your foot. So that's why I kind of like smaller sole plates, to be honest with you. But I'm not too particular with it. So yeah, bigger sole plates, more bumpy, and also these are more of the contact points of the sole plate, so they have them kind of bump out where you actually contact on a ledge. So it's really easy for you to get right on top of the ledge and just to balance it out and slide it for forever. So that's the Genesys thing, but like I said, more of an old school style with the Colt. Really good for beginners because you're kind of getting the basic feel of aggressive skating with these. So you get a smaller sole plate and you kind of get the overall, general feel of aggressive skating with it. Other than that, the backslide plate's a little bit different. I tend to like the XL backslide plate, which is the one that comes in the Genesys skate more. I just like how it feels more. Although the Colt ones, they're both really good. You can't really compare backslide plates because as long as they're there, they're doing their job. So both have backslide plates, which is good. And they're both one-piece sole systems, so they both have a very stable and very uniform feel to them. You don't feel like you're, kind of uneven at all. It's right there, one piece, right under your foot. So that's good. And other than that, the obvious difference is this has two extra lace holes for two different kinds of laces here, so you can kind of get those a little bit tighter, and it's a little more of a stronger feel. This just has the one lace, but that's not really a big deal. Other than that, the liners that come inside of them are made for the boots, so this has a little bit thinner, a little bit more of a, I'll pull it out here so I can show you. The Colt liner is kind of a more thinner liner made for the Colt boot, not as much bulky padding in it, it's just more, brought down to the Colt style. And then the Genesys has a little bit thicker of a liner here. Kind of hard to see probably in the video, but if you were to feel it, you might actually be able to see it. And even the walls of the liner are a little bit thicker with the Genesys skates. And then lastly, the Colt, if you look in the bottom of it, it has this footbed, but that's all that's in there. Otherwise, it's got nothing else but just plastic. And then if you get the Genesys skate, it also has the footbed in here, and then also has the shock absorber. And they hide an Allen wrench in there too, so if you have an emergency, you can reach in there, grab an Allen wrench, and fix your skates. But shock absorber is key for me. I like having a lot of support and a lot of cushion under my foot, so if you're doing a big gap or a drop or something, you're not going to be bruising your heel, because bruised heels are the worst, so you don't want that. But that's pretty much the basics of it. They're both really good skates, and like I said, they kind of have their different preferences to it. So if you like, kind of more of an old school style, smaller sole plates, etc., the Colt might be better for you. If you like that kind of more bigger feel, you have wider feet, more of a new style skate, I would go with the Genesys. So, but like I said, they're both good. They're not one better than the other. It's just that they're different. So that's basically it. Check these out. This is the Razor's Colt 8 skate. If I could ever get the liner back in here. Hang on a second. What's going on here? Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. Lock that back in. Alright, this is the Razor Colt 8 skate, and this is the Razor's Genesys 7.2. And you can pick both these up right now at RollAwarehouse.com. We got all different kinds of Colts, all different kinds of Genesys. Get them both. Bam. Send it.
Take a cue from anything you do if you want them to.